Hey, why don't you play? Or play. Welcome to Hope and Worship.
We're starting with
Yeah.
the right.
So tonight we wanted to talk for just a minute. Normally we just play through our Vespers, but I just wanted to kind of invite you into the why of hope and worship. And besides the fact that we are musicians and we are Christians, and the Lord has, I was about to use a really Christian word, bestowed upon us a lot of hope. He has. Actually, the Lord has given us an extra measure of hope in our lives, and there are stories that we have that on our page right here, Hope and Worship, we hope to share more and more and more of how the Lord has shown us hope. Even in the last week, we have seen the Lord move in ways that we didn't expect. We asked the Lord for something and He provided and showed up like in a way that we didn't even expect, and it was beautiful. And even when it's little things, like when I used to go to college and we met at University of Houston, and I used to personally, I don't know about Mr. Gorgeous here, but I used to pray for parking spaces in lot 16 because it was hard to find when you're going to orchestra at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Everybody was there, but anyway, the Lord would always provide. I would always get a parking space.
I would pray for people coming out
yes.
that I could follow to their parking place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is the ground, the foundation. We are believers and we are musicians. And so in music, I just wanted to kind of show you how music can be life-changing also. And you don't have to be a musician to actually have music change your life. I read an article tonight that was talking about how music helps, like 6 ways music helps your mental health. And obviously right now we're in the middle of this craziness where mental health is a thing. Everybody is touched by our circumstances with the pandemic and with race relations and with everything going on. We're all touched by this, and we have to make sure that we're taking care of our mental health along with our physical health. And we believe that music is a huge, huge part. And anyway, the 6 ways of this article, I'm just going to throw these out here for you. the 6 ways that this article talked about was, and you can take notes if you want. Actually, I could post them in the comments. And hey, by the way, if you're here, go ahead and wave and say hi and everything. And we would love to know that you were here and you're watching us. And if you have any questions. Anyway, 6 ways are, do I have your attention? Number 1, focus. Number 2, expression. If you want to express yourself musically, that's a great way to express yourself. Social connection. Right now, we're doing this live. It's a social connection. Creativity. We have watched our youngest child record all the last week because we have a studio set up now that she can come into and record. Creativity. That's one of her big gifts. That's something that you can do with music. Number 5, one of our personal favorites, relaxation. And number 6, motivation. And that motivation is like the way that it's described, and we were talking about this at dinner. Say you have to do the dishes and you don't want to get off the nice couch.
I don't have to.
Yeah, he wants me to say he doesn't have to do the dishes.
I do the laundry.
He does the laundry, yes. But if you put earbuds in and start doing the dishes with your favorite motivational music, you're going to get those done. It's going to be awesome. So we have in Hope and Worship, and Mr. Gorgeous and I, Donnie, we actually, yeah, you guys can call him Mr. Gorgeous if you want to. It's a thing too. Anyway, we want to categorize our music into 3 different groups. And we want to do that so that you can download it and use it. If you're members, you're going to get this music for free. And there are going to be 3 different distinct categories. And what we just got through playing is music that you can use for focus or productivity. That means you sit down, you have got to get this work done. You have to get your Excel spreadsheet done. You've got to get your budget done. You've got to get your manpower written out. You have to list out your meal plan for the week. You have to do your planner for the week. There's so many things that we have to do. But you have your to-do list. You just pop on the focus playlist and you play it. And so that piece that we just did, we call it C minor Vespers. That would be in the category of focus because it's a little bit more upbeat and it's got a driving melody that you sing all day long. And yeah, that's our focus category. Now we're going to play something that would be more for meditation. And we are actually doing teachings on meditation. Actually, if you go right now and you sign up for our newsletter, you would be on the first to know when we're about to open up our membership here in a couple months. And you will also be able to download 10 minutes of free music very soon, and also a PDF talking about what is Christian meditation. And so this piece that we're about to play, or little snippet of music, would be meditation, for meditation.
for those of you who are watching this tonight and going, meditation, wait a minute, and you decide you're never going to come back and listen again, we challenge you first to go sign up for our newsletter and read. We've done a lot of research, and Sally particularly has put a lot of study into Christian meditation. And so, I would challenge you before you write off meditation and say, that's not a Christian thing. I would challenge you to go sign up for the newsletter, download the PDF, and read what we have found through our research about the original church, the early church fathers, all the way up into recent theologians and what they've written about meditation and how it applies to the Christian walk and how it applies to strengthening your relationship in your walk with Jesus.
Yeah, and most importantly, the scriptural basis.
Absolutely, the
Yeah.
scriptural foundation for what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And so, just to reemphasize what Sally's been talking about, the three genres or tracks of music that we will be publishing on a regular basis through our membership, to our membership exclusively. Ultimately, some of these may wind up out on the netherwebs, but that release cycle is way in the future.
Yeah.
The immediate future is only for those who join us in our community here in Hope and Worship. And so the three primary train tracks, for lack of a better term, genres that we'll be releasing are music to assist and to accompany you in your walk in Christian meditation. Music to help you focus, music to help you get the job done in the day. Productivity, music really to help you, particularly now that we're all isolated at home, most of us for work at this time. It's music to kind of accompany you while you're there at home doing your work, doing your day-to-day chores. And then the third strain of music that we plan to be releasing, we're going to give you a sample of now, and it is music. Some might consider meditative or meditation music to be relaxing.
They can overlap a little.
But there's another step further beyond the meditation where really we want to kind of take the music to the background, so you're focusing on the scriptures and on Jesus. Now we want to go one step further back into music to help you relax or sleep by. So this would be not boring music, but music to help you sleep. So, and we realize that a lot of this is subjective. So like for me, concentration music is some good hardcore jazz that really helps my synapses fire and my brain focus. For Sally, concentration music might be,
complete instrumental,
like Bach's cello sonatas or orchestral music or, something along those lines. So we recognize that everybody's a little different, and what we're going to try and do with these musics that we release is try and play a little bit to both sides of the fields, and understanding that these genres are rather broad, but it's all going to be piano, cello, at least for the foreseeable future. We don't have an immediate plan of expanding our instrumental footprint. Although those of you that were watching last week did see me on guitar. We may do that from time to time. We also have an incredibly talented family.
Yes.
So some of those family members may make surprise guest appearances at some time in the future. Yeah. So without anything further, we'll give you this last one to send you off, and we bid you all a good night. Happy evening, Vespers. All right,
yes.
Let's repeat. That's evening, isn't it?
That's evening. Happy Vespers, and just relax and let the Lord's love flow over you in that deep peace that He has promised us that passes all understanding.
Deep peace. Tuesday.
Have a wonderful Tuesday.